Think about many of your friends, how they live. I can tell whether you have been disciplined or not. The way you live, I can very well tell. Often I tell, I blame the parents, not children. I never blame the children. I blame the parents. Dear friends, we have moved away from the Word of God. We have moved away from the Word of God.
Pastor, I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question. How can we tell who is the one disciplined by God? For example, there's one family, and that family is suffering from many things, or they have difficulties in that. That one family. How can we see who is the one that is being disciplined in one family? For example, how can we know if the father is being disciplined by God, or the mother, or their children? Because that one family is suffering or having difficulties in life. So, for example, it is happening to me. Should I think that it is God doing? Is it I am the one being disciplined, or just one of my family member and I am only affected of that?
So, who has to discipline, right? That's your first step. Who has to discipline?
No, for example, in one family,
Father or
five
mother.
of them, yes.
Ah.
Who is the cause of their sufferings, or how can we tell?
Okay, so when it comes to discipline, discipline the children.
No, I mean in one family, for example, one family is suffering, and they are all Christians.
Okay.
And then, for example,
all of them are suffering.
yeah, and
So what should I think, whether I am the one who got disciplined, or it is you who is disciplined, that is what he is asking.
Okay, the person is disciplining the other.
no. We
The
are
family
for the whole family.
Oh, all are going through difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No,
what should
Pastor.
we think?
No, now I'm talking about, like parents disciplining the children.
They did wrong, they did discipline.
Huh?
In the whole family, Pastor,
Ah.
in the whole family, we are all Christians.
Hmm.
And for example, we are all suffering for not having our meals or not having
Oh,
things.
like
and
that,
then
general suffering.
Then
Okay, I'll come to that.
Yeah.
I'll come to that. Now I'm talking about, like, see, first thing, why God chastises us, disciplines us, to remind us of His fatherhood. You got it? Father, son. Don't think about physical father and son. You got it? So any good father, any good mother disciplines. What is the reason? Because you hate your children? Huh? Because you hate, you discipline your child? Because you love. But can you discipline someone's child? Why?
you don't own it.
It's all about relationship. We must understand the role of God as a father. So whenever we go through suffering, now it comes to, like pain, difficulty, sometimes we don't understand. We don't understand why. There is sickness, we don't understand why. Yeah, I don't want to rush, because it's a very, very important subject. We should have some understanding. Why? What is the reason? What is the reason?
Pastor,
Yes,
before that, is there any age limit for a child to be disciplined? For example,
Ah.
I am in the 40s now. I'm 45 years old and my daughter is 20 years old. Should I discipline her still?
See,
What kind of
see,
discipline?
you can really discipline your children when they are small. When they are
When
small.
they are small.
See, what happens, many parents don't discipline the children when they are small.
Amen.
See, if any child, to me, because I worked with young people for 10 years, any child, after 15, if you start disciplining, you will be in trouble. Many parents make this blunder, not following the word of God. What the Bible says. Turn now to Proverbs 13. Look, see, how many years ago God gave this word? 3,000, 4,000. It is relevant for today.
Amen.
See, now, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. What the Bible says? He who spares the rod, he who spares the rod, Cain. We have forgotten this truth. The church has forgotten. See, the world has moved away from the word of God. He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is careful to discipline him. In my experience, I have seen parents with tears, Pastor, please pray for my son, pray for my daughter, they are rebellious. Now you can't do anything. It's your fault. You did not discipline your child when they were small. Now you reap the consequence for not listening and obeying the word of God. Dear friends, the best period to discipline our children is when they are small. Do you know that? Rachel and I used to discipline our child, Alan, when he was small. And one day, even when he was, I think 12 or 13 years old, he made some mistake. I made him to kneel down. He was kneeling down. And today, I praise God for my son. He's in Malaysia. We know that he loves the Lord.
Amen.
Reason I disciplined him when he was small. He never talks back. He never talks back. He'll keep quiet. It was painful for me to make my son kneel down because I loved him too much. I did that. You have a son or daughter, name is my son Alan. Alan, come here. Alan, come. I keep on calling him. Come. Come. I keep on increasing my volume. Come. Come. He does everything else except coming to me. Now I take one king. Alan, I didn't even do anything. I took a one rod. Alan, yes. I kept on calling, I kept on increasing my volume. Nothing worked. But Bible truth works. My mother used to beat me. Today I praise God for my mother. She used to beat me. I thought my mother was hating me. And today I know how much my mother loved me. Loved me.
Pastor, is it not an assault?
Sorry?
Is it not an assault? Because in the US it is now.
And battery.
US is not following the Bible, they rebuke the Bible.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I didn't even beat him. I didn't even beat him. I took the rock. If you have to, you explain. That's what I'm saying. When they cross in today's world, when they cross 15, you will cry. I'm telling you.
It's very effective, Pastor. As for me, I will share something. When my son is still young, and I used to punish, call it punish, as for his own good. I place him on the wall, face the wall,
Oh yeah.
face the wall,
Ah.
and he remember everything. Now, he's a good policeman.
See, you must teach your children that you punish, you discipline because you love them. You should not create some kind of bitterness in their hearts towards you. And they should know, because my father loves me,